What's up? It is all from the phone, and guys, just getting off of work, so I'm tired as shiznit. I work 12-hour shifts, so I worked last night from 7 p to 7 a, and I'm on my way home. But I wanted to do a quick little update video on my vehicle. I got my brand spanking new upgraded reflash ECU. There's a couple kinks that need to get worked out, and they got worked out, and I am super excited with the results. Very good results. I'm going to pump gas in my car. Give me a shake. Give me a shake. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna pump some gas in the car. Alright, so back with the video. I wanted to do a quick little video because I've been getting a lot of questions about this car, and it seems to me that this car is starting to become a hot item on the used car market because they are relatively cheap and you get some pretty good bang for your buck. There's been a couple of people that have asked me questions about do's and don'ts on this car, what's good, what's not. And today, I think I'm gonna flip the camera around so you can see my pretty little face. So, do's and don'ts. This car, pretty much the weakest link on this car is going to be the C60. The C60 is the transmission code. So, the C60 is known to break third and fourth gear. If you go to Monkey Wrench Racing right now, they have I think it's like a ceramic gear replacement for it. It's expensive as hell, but it's because, like I said, the C60 is garbage in third and fourth. Now, that is one weak point in this car. Another weak point is the oil pump. If you have never put a underdrive pulley on the crankshaft, you will never find it out. But if you have purchased any sort of underdrive pulley for the crank, you will find out very quickly that the oil pump is super weak in this car. My very first XRS, because this is my second one, I had it in 2005. I purchased some 2ZZ, and it wasn't specific to the Corolla. It was just 2ZZ underdrive pulleys. And it came with the water pump, alternator, and the crankshaft pulley. I put it on, I drove it around for like a week, and I would say, like, literally day 7, I was getting on it, and then all of a sudden my oil light comes on. Drove it home, towed it to the dealer because I did buy it in 2005, so it was under warranty when I purchased it. The dealer actually replaced my motor under warranty, and they put the underdrive pulley back on there when I told them, please do not put that underdrive pulley back on. The technician assured me that it was not the underdrive pulley that caused the issue. I was like, yeah, right, but whatever, I'll take your word for it. Drove it around for another week, boom, happened again. Took it right back to the dealership, and guess what? They said, nah, screw you, buddy. Second time's not the charm. So I pretty much had to fight for, like, I don't know, it was like 2 or 3 months that my car was at the dealer. I was back and forth with Toyota. Toyota took their stand and they did not want to budge, so I had to take the car and replace the oil pump myself. Now, like I said before, I drove the car after the oil light came on to my house and then had it towed to the dealer, and then I had it towed from the dealer to the dealer that I was working at, because I wasn't a mechanic at a dealer at that time. The only reason I took it to the Toyota dealership because I thought it was going to be under warranty. So I took it to my dealer, I changed the oil pump, drained all the oil, and crossed my fingers and hoped that the motor was fine. Obviously put the old stock crank dampener, pulley, whatever you want to call it, back onto the car, and it ran fine. And I ran it up until 2012 when I totaled it, and with no issues whatsoever. That was the motor. Now the C60, I went to the track, and what kills these transmissions is wheel hop. If you go to the track and you got a lot of wheel hop, I do not recommend you dumping the clutch on this car very often, especially at the track where you're getting like that sticky material and the car's gripping a lot better. I would not do too much of that at the track, honestly, because wheel hop destroys this transmission, and especially third and fourth. So I've blown a transmission before. I got a transmission from a junkyard and it was grinding gears, so I had to fork over like $1,700 for a brand new tranny back then. It was probably like in 2007, 2008, around there. And I had to put a new transmission in this car. Didn't have any problems after that with the transmission, because again, I knew that it was a weak point, so I really didn't abuse it much. This car is really a roll race type of car on the highway. You're not gonna be shocking the world with your 13-second passes, okay? 13.8 pass, a 13.2 pass, a 13 whatever pass is not gonna shock the world. This car, honestly, where it shines is on the highway. You can really shock some cars on the highway. So yeah, so I would stay away from dumping the clutch. Let's see, another weak point of this car. Engine's pretty solid, man, honestly. Early 2000 2ZZs had lift bolt issues. If you don't know what lift bolts are, Google it. You'll find people complaining about the lift bolts. But for 2005 and 2006 2ZZs, pretty much you're good to go. They have the updated lift bolts in the car. I changed mine just for, you know, I'm a mechanic. It's really easy to change out. For peace of mind, I changed it out. So I have brand new lift bolts in my car. And there's also a screen on the right side of the motor by the intake or by the throttle body. A couple bolts, you take it off. There's a screen behind this plate, and it's pretty much a lift screen, catches any debris or anything like that. I took that out, cleaned it, put it back in. Again, you can Google this, you can YouTube it, and there is guys who do this all the time to their 2ZZs. So that's like another maintenance thing that you can do if you wanted to replace it. But other than that, man, the car's pretty solid. This car vibrates to no end. I mean, it is what it is. You're revving the piss out of it most of the time, so it's gonna vibrate. Especially if you have, you know, upgraded motor mount inserts or anything like that, it's gonna vibrate. Even with the stock motor mounts, this thing vibrates like crazy when you're at 80-200 RPM. So, you know, it's a Corolla, it's not a freaking Bentley. You could expect that. Like I said, pretty much the biggest downfall of this car is the transmission. If you look at Monkey Wrench Racing, they actually have a swap kit for the MR2 tranny to go in this, but it changes it to a 5-speed. You gotta get all sorts of mounts and axles and all this BS. Probably not gonna do that anytime soon. If I do go turbo in this car, which I see in the future, and not now, I have to get another daily, then I'll think about doing that swap. If I get more subscribers and more people watching this stuff, you can see me do this stuff. So if you are on my channel and you want to see some more stuff, please subscribe. I am going to have a video up pretty soon of me doing a pull on my updated ECU. And I'm also going to have another video of comparing the 03 Matrix ECU to the tuned ECU on the dyno. So look for those two videos coming up pretty soon, and I hope you guys enjoyed these videos. If you do, thumbs up, subscribe, give me a shout on the comments. Alright guys, peace out.